Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'm running up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all. Living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from level1gaming.com. And congratulations, you guys are leveled up to 147. This is the Double XP podcast. Listen, if you want to brand this the Xbox Game Pass Love Fest, go right on ahead, because we're talking Xbox Game Pass and the news they continue to make throughout the week. We also will be talking some other topics like Mario taking down one of their beloved games, as well as GTA 5 getting an update. That game just will not die. We're going with the introductions. Let's start with the man to my right, the man with the clamps, Citizen Snips.
It's a new week, y'all. I remembered to unmute this time when I was doing my intro. We're doing big things over here at Level 1 Gaming. It's a wonderful Wednesday again. We got some gaming things going on in the gaming world. I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet, man. I think we got some fun stuff to talk about. And more importantly, I forgot that it's St. Patty's Day, so I'm about to have to get up and go make myself a glass of whiskey. So I'll be right back, y'all.
Next up, my right hand, man, Slim Thugger. What's up, sis?
What's up, y'all? What's up, guys? I am so glad to be here. Not only do I have my big brother, I have Dallas man I'm working on a show with him, but I also got my host. He's next to me in my screen. My host of Cogs in the Machine. So we got a full level 1 team right now. And it's St. Patty's Day, so grab yourself a drink, maybe a little whiskey, maybe a little beer, maybe a little wine. Do whatever you need to. Make sure you're wearing some green so you don't get pinched. And let's just get into these topics because, we going to have a love fest for Game Pass today.
Next up, DALLAZ. Man.
Guy.
Asshole.
Hey, man. I just want y'all to hit the like button. Share this with your mama and your daddy and your cousin. Look, it's cool that we here. Look, my brain ain't switched on all the way. I was woken up like from a nap, and now I know how dragons feel after like 10,000 years. It's like phenomenal cosmic power, itty bitty living space. That's where I'm at right now. That being said, let me tell y'all about how clever we are. We have a new show called 15 Minutes of Fame. That's literally just 15 minutes of fame. Like, that's dope. That being said, we've been having a theme song stuck in our heads. And at some point, if y'all get any of the songs that you hear on any of the Level 1 shows stuck in your head, like, drop some, like, tweet us or something, because I want to know if that happens to y'all as much as it happens to the crew here. That being said, I'm ready to get on.
Yo, last but not least, from Winterborn Studios, also the co-host of Cogs in the Machine, the man who takes my sister away from me every Tuesday night, Trevor. What's going on, family?
Hey, what's up? I mean, I had to steal her. Like, there was I couldn't not. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, I'm ready to talk about some sweet video games, some sweet Game Pass news. Let's get to it. Let's get in there.
Listen, once again, at the beginning of each show, you guys see me kind of disappear for whatever reasons. So if you see that happening here in a few moments, just don't be weird. It's okay. Fame kind of disappears for a second. But listen,
Before you disappear, Chocolate is asking you to flip your camera so they can read the lucky, because for them it's backwards.
Oh, I don't even know how to do that. I have to do it through what's the name? But y'all know how to read. Come on.
Yeah, he knew it
I
said
thought it
lucky.
said you're cool.
Yeah, it's looker. You're
cool. You're cool.
You're cool. There you go. Listen, we're gonna jump right into it because this week, I guess Microsoft decided, hey, we're gonna dominate the week and we're gonna dominate it with what we feel is in the best interest of gamers, and that is Xbox Game Pass. First, we got the announcement that Outriders would be coming to the service day one, which is big because for a lot of people, if you did not know, Outriders isn't that Destiny style game that was going to get repetitive updates. It's more like The Witcher 3 that may get a DLC. And a game that plays like a live service but isn't a live service was probably going to run into some issues, right? And shout out to Baron for pointing this out to me because I was all in on Outriders day one until I heard that, and I was like, what do you mean? It's a looter shooter. It plays like a game as a service. Why is it not an actual game as a service? Why am I not getting constant updates to this title? But
because you were lied to, that's why.
Yeah. But coming to Game Pass day one, that's a dub. And then we hear backdoor that Octopath Traveler, which was originally only on Switch and PC, is now coming to Xbox, which blows my mind, the fact that this wasn't announced for PlayStation. You would think this title would have already been on the PlayStation platform. The fact that it's on Xbox before PlayStation is huge. Absolutely huge. Octopath Traveler coming on the 25th. Of course, Nier for PC. A lot of titles are coming to Xbox Game Pass for console and PC over the next couple of days, which is absolutely huge. I do want to get the panel's thoughts on what this really could mean for Microsoft going forward, because this is the first AAA third-party game in Game Pass. So I do want to start with my sister, Floor Hugger. Game Pass for the win. What do you think?
I mean, you can't go wrong. They just dropped on PC at least, was it 10 of the games? A whole bunch of Doom, a whole bunch of Bethesda titles, and now to hear that the game that we talked about, Outriders, which I said was a good game, but not $80 worth, is coming to Game Pass, is like, yes, give it to me. So, I mean, if you still uppity that Game Pass devalues games or Game Pass is not a good deal, you out your mind, because you got Yakuza, Final Fantasy. What else could you want as a gamer? Even if you don't got it on console, you still can get it for $5 on PC. Where's we're not sponsored by Xbox, but if they want to throw a little paper our way, I wouldn't say no. But come on, guys, just have some common sense and think of a deal. $5 for unlimited game. Come on, you can't beat that.
I gotta say, I do gotta add one point. You can beat Game Pass with Game Pass Ultimate.
Ooh, you see what
if
he
you
did
don't have
there?
a console, you don't need it.
You don't.
Hey, but
it's for somebody who does have both.
It's a good
Xbox
deal.
Live Gold, Xbox Game Pass, and PC Game Pass for $15 a month. Take it.
You can't beat
Take
that.
it. I ain't mad at all.
Like, I'm pretty sure people that are complaining spend more on coffee and other knickknacks that they don't need than
Probably.
game.
Go to Starbucks, pay $20 for a cappuccino.
Oh my god, then we
just
started.
imagine how proud the person who actually like negotiated that deal must be, though. Like, man, AAA game day and date, baby. Look at me, you would say. I imagine like being the person to actually ink that deal. Like, you got, for one, sit down. You don't need to do nothing else for the rest of the year. Thank you.
No, that's not how it works. They always want more. As soon as you do something good, they're like, great, you just raise the bar. So your new goal's up here now.
Yeah, that's corporate America right there. But you deserve a bonus. Something. You deserve to get a little piece of this somehow. For two, now, me personally, I'm not super interested in Outriders any longer. Like at first I was like, whatever, we'll see what's up. Then when they dropped the demo, I was like, you had my curiosity, now you have my attention. And then after talking to Baron and finding out this little piece of information, like, I don't know. For me, I feel as if everything about the game presents as a live service. Not that I'm sitting here begging for more live service games to happen, but everything about the game presents as a live service. And the thing that would have made me, that really would have interested me the most, was to see content continue to develop for that game. And knowing that that's not exactly the case, like, it just kind of took the wind out of my sails as far as interest goes for the game. But then Game Pass. I mean, you can't pass it up. If you already have Game Pass, why not just play?
That's what I was saying. Like, I wasn't really interested in it before. My Destiny kind of fulfills my looter shooter needs. But if it's free, I mean, I might as well, right? All it's going to cost me is the hard drive space.
Don't be careful. Sorry. People get on you for saying free.
It's not. I don't have to pay anything extra for the game.
Free-ish.
It's a part of a service which I already subscribe to.
Tell me that wouldn't like bolster the player base a little bit. Like, all these people that probably felt just like I did. Tell me all these people don't have a reason to play now.
Just to put things in perspective. Besides the games we mentioned are coming, Undertale, which a lot of people will put in the best game of all time category. I've never played it.
I didn't get to finish
it. It's on PC Game Pass right now still too.
Yes, and it's coming to cloud and console as well. Then you got Torchlight 3. Nier is also coming to PC. And then also announced EA Play is now coming to PC for Game Pass.
Ooh.
I think starts tomorrow too.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to be playing that.
Oh, yeah, now I can play some Anthem on PC, right?
You know what's funny? Anthem, right now, they turned the Anthem server into the official BioWare server, but Anthem is still going to have more support going through than Outriders will.
Cool. They basically said, hey, we're pretty much abandoning this. It's going to have more support than
there's still the seasonal and weekly events that they still have a plan, but I'm like, damn. Outriders, we watched the live streams, broadcast. It marketed itself as a live service game. How did they get away with that?
Shout out to the homie Demi in the chat that's called it Undergoat, not Undertale, Undergoat.
No, look, I'm also, while we talking about this, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my suggestion now. Go play Nier Automata. You don't have an excuse not to. If you have Game Pass for PC, if you have a capable PC, go play Nier.
Because I'm gonna say it was, and it may still be in Game Pass for console as well. I know it was a point. I don't know if it still is.
It still is.
It still is.
Oh well, see, Ben not had an excuse. I don't want to hear no but you got to beat it 3 times before you even. It's not that long a game. Shut up. And you're not going to stop playing it anyway. So like, just try it out.
And I'm sorry, and I know this is, we might be reading into things, but Square Enix and Microsoft getting kind of love it. Anybody else see it? Now
they have been for a while though.
I'm not gonna be the
one.
They
get those deals, but you gotta think that Square Enix has always made those deals with Microsoft, and nobody really pays attention. Look at the Tomb Raider deals, like Tomb Raider, the first Tomb Raider, and the second one, Rise of the Tomb Raider, were exclusive on Xbox systems for a year. So I mean, this isn't the first time that Square Enix has worked with them. It's kind of the first time they did it for their Japanese RPGs.
Yes.
Final Fantasy hit one time and the floodgates open.
Yeah, so I mean, are we gonna see Final Fantasy VII remake? Is that what's next?
That it has to be next, because I know a lot of people have seen this when I saw it as well. When they quote tweeted Xbox Game Pass, they did the 7 eyes. Now, when it comes to Xbox and anything has to do with Xbox, read into everything. I think we kind of figured that out at this point.
Man, you got people with enough tinfoil hats out there. I don't think you don't need to encourage them.
Well, it's like the Outriders thing. The moment we saw Anomaly and Signal and Sky was like, yeah, Outriders is coming to Xbox Game Pass day one.
Oh yeah, it was like the third reply to that tweet was like, oh, it's Outriders. Outriders is coming, and then everybody figured it out. And I mean, Outriders is a game that I don't know if I would have played. Like, I mean, I haven't even tried the demo. I was gonna try it. I just haven't gotten to it. But I don't know if I would have played it, but now that it's coming out on Game Pass, I'm totally gonna play it.
It's a day one, and it's cross play. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah,
I have no idea.
I just hate that it's on.
Yeah, I think it's crossplay. You just have to turn it on in the settings.
Yes,
I think
because in the demo you get like a friend code, and the person who's on another platform just adds in that friend code. Dallas showing off his doggo.
She won't let me be. She gotta have attention.
She about to replace you on the podcast.
Just want love, man. That's all.
Let's see. Look, Toxic said, y'all going to talk about this Konami Sega acquisition rumor? It wasn't on the docket, but I'm sure we can. I actually have not heard that, but I do want to say Demigod as well. Now I'm going to say this. Avengers might be hitting Game Pass alongside Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've been saying for the longest that Game Pass would do wonders for Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah, Avengers is the perfect. It is the perfect Game Pass game, especially when you have these new expansions coming out. They're bringing out these Hawkeye expansions. Like, people were, kind of lukewarm to them because they're just like, oh, it's Hawkeye, whatever. But, I mean, I think the Hawkeye, like the old man Hawkeye stuff is going to be cool because it was awesome in the comics. Yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to that. So
yeah, because that's tomorrow, actually, with the next gen patch.
I think, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Avengers is the perfect game for that, especially because you want to try to get a bigger player base. And how do you get a bigger player base than putting it on Game Pass? I mean, that's the easiest way to do it.
Wait, is the meme box broken, or y'all just ain't utilized it tonight? What's happening?
I only dropped one meme.
I think it's for the best.
Oh, we're going to.
If you bring attention to something, that's when it goes off.
Right.
Don't draw attention to it. It stays.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking you because last couple of weeks y'all been kind of ruthless. Here we go.
And Baron is still whoa. I wish I didn't see that.
If I had to see it, you have to see it.
I think shout out to the chat, man. If you guys are watching, you guys hit that like button and share the stream out. We'd appreciate it. We're on the road to 400 subs, by the way. I think the thing with Game Pass is, I think for it to really be what Microsoft, I mean, granted, they have 23 studios now, which they can bring in a lot of content from first party easily. But I think every so often there has to be this new third party game to hit the service to truly round out how great the service can be. I think Outriders is a start. And I think when it comes to not necessarily being multiplayer games, it could be a single player game, but they have to. I got a hat gone. I'm out. I can hear everybody right. There we go.
Quitter.
It bothering me, man. Now I get to see my messed up.
20 minutes. 20 minutes in.
It had to go. Now I get to see my messed up line. See why I wear headbands going forward. But listen. I think a super dope upcoming single player game would be super dope to be in Game Pass. I don't think it necessarily always needs to be games that are older or games that didn't sell. But like everybody said, oh, go put Cyberpunk 2077 in there. I don't think that would be beneficial to Game Pass.
After you fix it.
Yeah, but even then, is it truly beneficial to? Like, I don't even know I would even play it at that point. I think I'm already like completely out on the game to where it's not even like, oh, well, I guess I can just pop it in. I don't even want to use the hard drive space for Cyberpunk.
That's harsh.
You know what I'm saying?
At this point, I could kind of like take it or leave it. I mean, I know a lot of people that have actually played it and had a good experience with it say it's good, but like, I just kind of, it's one of those where it's like the hype is over now. Like, I just don't like, I don't care either way, if that makes sense. I just, if I play Cyberpunk, cool. If I don't, cool. It's one of those weird things.
I think I'm about 30 hours into my playthrough, and I can't tell you guys when I plan on picking it up again. It's going to be a minute.
Yeah.
I'm glad I played it, kind of. I'm glad I finished it, but I got really mad at it after finishing it. After seeing what I felt like it could have been, I kind of got really annoyed at it. So at some point, it's going to be a fun game all over again. Maybe I'll do my other two playthroughs that I planned, but it's gonna be a while.
I mean, we've talked about this when we did the BioWare Cogs and Machine. I have not played Mass Effect 3 since they rewrote the ending. I didn't play it after that. I was like, no, I'm good. I played it day one and I haven't played it. I'll play the Legacy stuff, but I haven't gone back.
Yeah, same here. That's why I'm looking forward to the Legendary Edition. Just because I haven't played 3 since that first playthrough, and I want to go back and do it again. So
good.
Perfect opportunity for that.
That game is fine wine, and it gets better as you go along. Nobody can't look at me and tell me that Mass Effect is not.
My stream schedule is going to look like that whiteboard at the end of class when your teacher just I'll be like, nope, I don't play any other games. Sorry, it's Mass Effect now, 24/7.
Kev, you've beat Mass Effect 3 like 15 times. I beat Mass Effect 2 that much.
No, 3 I've only beaten once. 1 and 2 I've probably beaten about 30 times each. I'm
probably in that same boat, man.
Hell out of 1 and 2, man. So much.
I just can't. And with EA Play coming on tomorrow, if you haven't played Mass Effect, I know EA Play is EA Play going to be another like $5?
No. So what it is, it's the EA Play version that's like the what used to be EA Access, which was like the $5 version, which gives you like the newer games like 6 months after they come out. It's not the one that they've charged, which I want to say is like All Access Plus or something. That's the one that they charge $15 for, where you get new games day and date, like the Ubisoft Plus thing. So it's not that version. It's the version where you get all of their legacy stuff and then games like 6 months after. Because I think what Squadrons is coming on that thing.
Yes.
It was either like today or sometime this week. It's like super close, super soon. So.
Man, Squadrons, what's up with that game? What happened to that thing?
I've heard it's awesome if you have a VR unit. Like, I've heard it's really cool. It's just not my, like, I'm not a flight sim guy, so it's just not my cup of tea. So I'm just, like, it's really awesome that it got made. Like, I think it's really cool that it got made, and for all the people that are into that, like, that's a really cool idea, and I'm glad they did it, but it's just not my thing.
That's fair. These Konami Sega acquisition rumors. I mean, isn't this been?
I have not heard anything about this. That's gonna make me run to the Googles or to the Tweetbird to figure out. Because I had not heard anything about this.
There's like this dueling thing where people think that Microsoft is either gonna buy Konami or they're gonna buy Sega, and I honestly, if I were to place a bet between the two, I would put it on Sega.
And I would like to say, if you put a gun to my head and maybe say which one, make an educated guess, I'm gonna say Sega. I just think.
Yeah, I mean, look at their past relationship. I mean, the Xbox was essentially almost the spiritual successor. The original Xbox was the spiritual successor to the Dreamcast. It got all of the Dreamcast sequels from Sega. Sega was exclusive for a long ass time on the original Xbox. And they put so many titles on there that never came out. I mean, there's a long relationship with Microsoft. And look at it now. Like, bringing Yakuza, all the Yakuza games, and everything coming to Game Pass. Like,
Persona's coming.
And I know, it would be. So, I mean, there's just so much that points towards Sega that I honestly don't know why people are on this Konami train. But I don't see, like, at this point, Konami's still making money off of their properties, even if they're not using them. I don't really see them just giving it up.
Especially with the rumors that they're working on a Silent Hill game now. So it's like, no. Wait, Sega, I could definitely see it, yo.
I don't see. I know we heard that Microsoft has other acquisitions that are possibly in the work, right? I just think it's just way too close to this Bethesda deal for them to acquire someone as big as Sega. Granted, if anyone has the money to do it, it's Microsoft. And what would not be better than all of a sudden we hear that the Personas in Game Pass or all the Sonic games are in Game Pass. Like, if anyone can do it, it's Microsoft. I'm also in the camp to where there's smoke, there's fire, and this Sega thing will not die. It has to mean something at some point. Oh my god.
Well, I'm pretty sure it stemmed from Phil Spencer going and having meetings at the Sega headquarters. So that's why people are thinking that it's probably Sega if they're doing. But I mean, for all we know, that could just be him going over to Sega to talk about new Game Pass stuff.
I don't know if people remember a couple of years ago, Sega was at Redmond, and they was posting a lot of pictures from Redmond on the Sega Twitter handle. And that sparked a lot of, oh, snap, what is Sega doing here? And it could be a number of different things. Microsoft may be, looking to strike some type of Game Pass. At the end of the day, no matter what they do, it's all about Game Pass. That's the point that we're having this topic right now. Is no matter what Microsoft does, it's an interest of Game Pass. And Sega has a lot of IPs that we could be seeing coming soon in Game Pass. Persona. My bad, I got out.
Yeah, and I mean that's just one of, like, you can look at, there's even a ton of IP that most people don't think about when they think about Sega. You have a ton of strategy games. You have like the Total War games. You have that sort of thing, like that end of stuff. Company of Heroes, that all of that under that banner. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff that's under the Sega banner that would work well on Microsoft because they're big PC games as well, which could fill out the PC side of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm all for it. I'm all for whatever. Put it in Game Pass. Put everything in Game Pass for all I care. Go buy a PlayStation and put I'm playing. Listen, put everything in Game Pass. And shout out to Kev in the chat, bro. I saw you buy an Xbox. Don't try to act like you didn't buy no Xbox after you swore you wouldn't buy no Xbox, glorious Kev. I saw you bought that one that Series S today. I'm just saying, family. At this point,
it's a little PC.
At this point, how can you not? I mean, if you don't have the funds or something, I get it. But you can't, as a gamer, sit here and tell me what's happening to Game Pass doesn't interest you. I don't want to hear crap about, they old games, You can't tell me as a gamer.
I mean, no, they can say that. They're just a liar.
Well, for me to believe you, exactly, you're a complete liar. You don't have to buy an Xbox. You can build a PC, but you can't deny Game Pass. If you have a PC or if you have an Xbox, it's criminal to not have Game Pass. What are you doing? Oh,
yeah, I would agree there.
I like to support the developers and buy the game. It doesn't stop you from buying the game. As a matter of fact, you can have Game Pass and then buy the game for 20% off. If you really want to double support the developers, I do. I buy the game physically while I play it on Game Pass. It doesn't stop you. Granted, I do wait for a sale sometimes. Like I didn't buy Gears 5 physically day one. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me. I don't care if you've been a diehard Nintendo, PlayStation. This is the only consoles I buy. You can't tell me you're gonna look over and see what's happening over at Redmond and tell me that you don't want in on that. You might not be able to say it on Twitter or in your YouTube comment sections, but you know you want it. I'm just saying.
Say it again for the people in the back.
You know you want
Loud.
it.
Don't people just want to save some money and play some games too?
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
Nah, you gotta
That's
pay. I know, man. I gotta pay $70 for my games. Otherwise, I'm not supporting the developer.
You know why Game Pass will always be worth it to me? It stopped me from buying Rage 2. I played it on Game Pass and I was like, hell no.
That's a lifesaver.
Right? Like, maybe I'll give it a chance. No. I'm so glad. Thank you, Game Pass, because I would have cried. I would have called family about Rage 2.
And I think
Dallas. Dallas. What's wrong with you?
Really, Dallas? So you just gonna be a freak on the podcast,
sir? That is not how the COVID test works.
Not America.
If your doctor's testing COVID like that, you need to get a new doctor.
So you a freak?
Unless if you think they're cute, I guess go for it. shoot your shot.
See if that's what you're into.
Really wash their hands first.
I bet Dallas.
It's all about accuracy.
Dallas fake like he's sick all the time so he can get that swab, don't you?
So I have some more.
I'm in a committed relationship. I can get swabbed at home.
I was wondering why Dallas moved that box of long cotton swabs off his desk before the screen started. Now I know. I know. It all makes sense.
That man Dallas woke up freaky today.
Raise your hand if you don't have COVID.
Chose freak.
I mean, not anymore.
She swabbed it out of you.
But Dallas likes to make doubly sure. He checks every single day.
Jeezy said it best. We ain't tripping. We'll swap it out. If it's still in the wrap, we'll swap it out.
No, please.
Let me hop up in the
Chocolate,
shower.
that is not good timing.
Give myself
Chocolate is like, I know this isn't good timing.
Oh, yeah.
Chocolate said, I know this is not good timing, but I just got to say I got stimulated today. Why would you put that right now?
And he ain't talking about that government money either.
Listen. We said it before and we say it again. People who watch this show, y'all some freaks. All of y'all.
But then again, we's freaks too. So
I feel like we'd get more subscribers if we started the OnlyFans. Post our podcast there.
Hey, just remember you can hear Chakalaka on Saturdays.
Yeah,
right here on level 1.
Yeah, right here on level 1, ready to press play. Listen. Before we move on, I want to say this, right? We do 6 shows a week. Monday, 15 minutes of fame. Tuesday, Cause in the Machine. Wednesday, Double XP. Thursday, Take 2. Friday, Peep Games. Saturday, Ready Press Play. And on Sunday, we rest, baby. Mm-hmm. So on Sunday, go watch the Iron Lords podcast. Because on Sunday, we rest. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We rest on Sunday. That's the Lord's Day.
Sunday's the Lord's
we
Day.
sleep. We stream when we wake up.
We don't trample on the Lord's Day. So listen, do us a favor, man. Share the stream. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Look, it took someone who did not work at Rockstar to get those 45-minute load screens when you boot up GTA down to under 2 minutes.
I haven't tested it out yet, but it's pretty quick from what I've heard.
Now, Trevor, as someone who works in the video game industry, would you not see that as a bit because I paid the guy, I believe, right? You want to see that as
they gave him $10K, for basically they have like a finder's fee for anybody that finds like a crack in their online system, but they decided to give this guy this because it was such a big help. I mean, it just goes to show that programming's hard.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Nah, I mean, it's just think of how old that game is, how much code is in that game. You know, that game's been updated probably hundreds of times at this point. It's got to be a daunting task to go in there and try to find a piece of code like that. You know,
it's never like the same person working on it either. So you got different people making different adjustments at different times. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's so hard to tell, especially. I mean, that game came out in 2013. 2013. That game is almost 9 years old.
And I don't think the Series X and PS5 version of the game ain't even out yet. Is that coming or is it out already?
I don't think it is, but who knows?
GTA 5 will not die. Like, it'll never die.
I don't understand how that game is on the top 10 sales each and every damn month. I don't get it.
I think it's going to be the first game we ever see that gets evolved into its next version while still being active. Like, imagine if Destiny 2 stayed live and they just updated it all or Destiny stayed live and they just updated everything into Destiny 2. It was like a release patch. That's going to happen with GTA. It's going to turn into GTA 6 as a patch.
Now, help me understand. GTA, I know there's GTA 5, the story, then there's GTA Online. GTA Roleplay. This is a separate.
That's a whole different thing. Yeah.
So you don't have to buy the game for that. That's something.
That's for the kinky people like Dallas.
You do have to buy the game.
Yeah, you have to have the game, and then you go into the GTA servers, and it's fun, but it's real life. You have to go get your driver's license. You have to have a job. So if you're not wearing your seatbelt, the police will pull you over, and it's all kinds. It's fun.
And the police are actual people.
Yep, they're actual people that they have to go do the job applications. They have to get training
So
for it.
Are they as bad and poorly trained as the real?
No, they're actually, depending on the server, because I usually play in Greenleaf, they are intense. Like they go through some rigorous training.
Can I not just decide that I want to be a thug and just rob people and role play?
You can, but if you get arrested, you could be locked up for a very long time. It's like real life, honestly. That's
Like,
what the
dang,
role play.
I gotta log in and serve my sentence.
Because I read an article that
your account.
I read an article about this lady who like ended up having to go to like therapy because she was so stressed out between her life and her GTA life. I'm like,
it's like
that's not even playing
like
a game anymore.
Yeah, it becomes a second job essentially, like just doing that
life.
as it is Second Life. It's basically they redo Second Life in Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
And is this something that Rockstar like, or like some people that decided to come together and do this, or is this like run?
I don't think it's Rockstar.
Come together.
Yeah,
Rockstar acknowledges it, but they don't control it.
You know, gamers weird.
I'm sorry, man. That's beyond me. Like, why?
And that's why
it takes the fun out of games.
So, I want to give Rockstar a pass because yes, it is a big, expansive game. But role playing has been probably since the game came around. And when it came to PC, people were like, "Hey, there's this line of code. I remember this line of code that you could change to make it load faster." Because when they found out on PC, it loads just as long, no matter if you run an SSD, regular hard drive. It takes forever, and that quickly got squashed, and nobody heard anything. And now all of a sudden, all these years later, this guy made a big enough article, and it got enough steam, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I guess we'll fix it, and here we'll pay you." I have no sympathy for Rockstar on this, especially when they can. Every time you log in, they're like, "Here, have a shark card, or buy a shark card." You have enough time and enough people, enough money to do this, but also, don't take it out on the devs. Take it out on the head honchos.
It's true. You can't go to McDonald's and yell at the person behind the counter for the price of a Big Mac. Okay, they don't make that decision. They're just trying to pay some bills.
They just want you to eat your goddamn burger and leave.
You know what you can yell at? You can yell at Nintendo for releasing a game that the main character is the face of the company, and decide that you're going to pull that game in 14 days. Why in God's green earth is Mario All-Stars 3D being pulled from the Nintendo store? If you own the game digitally, you can continue to play it, but you can no longer purchase it after March 31st. Dallas, what good reason?
Bruh, he's snacking over there.
Oh, is he? I got the wrong screen up. On my screen, he
opening his bag of chips.
Why on God's green earth
live his badass life, man?
Would Nintendo pull this game from their eShop?
Because they're not consumer friendly for $500.
That's for 2,000, man.
That's for 2,000.
Because they racist against consumers.
Because it's crazy how Microsoft had the Game Pass announcements. Sony announced the Play at Home for 2021, and Nintendo announced that, hey, we're going to stop selling this game. And by the way, somebody tell me, was this game sold physically?
Yes.
Because if you can find it physical, you better go get it right now, because you can make some money off of it.
Yeah, it'll be worth something.
Version.
I'm gonna hit GameStop tomorrow, and if I can find it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna resell it in 4 weeks for $100. I'm gonna keep it up, probably 150. I'm gonna keep it $150 because that's just who I am. I'm sorry. That's
Scalper, no scalping.
Listen, blame Nintendo. Man. It's they don't have to take it down.
You know what? That aside, I'm less upset about that than I am about them going out of their way to scour the internet and find every piece of fan-made content that includes any of their intellectual property. It's like, oh, look, this 3-year-old drew Mario one time. Put him in jail. Like, pull that content, find the family, sue them, put that kid in jail. They are ridiculous about their stuff. Like, I understand wanting to protect your intellectual property, but man,
they're worse than Disney.
Woo, they are bad, and that's saying something too. That's rough, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
He said he was
companies
scalping
don't
dirt.
get it.
I mean, the only thing that I can think of is that are they gonna stop selling this version so that they can sell each of them separate?
Bro,
Like, are they gonna
Yep.
break
don't
up
say
that
that.
collection?
Don't do that.
You know they're going
They,
to.
Don't
I
do
wouldn't
that.
be
And you know what?
surprised.
They'll charge you $60 for each one.
Well, no,
Mhm.
I mean they could legit, like, there's 3 games in there. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw them individually for $20 a piece and say,
Mhm.
hey, here you go. But that's the only thing I can think of why they would stop selling a collection and not want to like some decisions sometimes they make is just like, do you just hate like taking money from people?
Yes.
I mean, I just don't.
Yes.
I don't get
No,
it.
they love taking your money. They hate you having fun with anything afterwards.
Yes.
Listen, if they
Like
sell
what
all
happened
3 of
is-
these separate after they take this down, you know what the worst part about that is? No one's gonna stand up to Nintendo.
We need to stop giving Nintendo a pass and be like, oh, it's just Nintendo. No.
The thing is
They're
that
starting to wear out their goddamn welcome.
They
the
heard
thing
about
is
the
that
Dreamcast
they're so ingrained in being Nintendo and having these big properties that'll never happen, unfortunately. Just like, you can sit here and say vote with your wallet all you want, but people see that new Mario game or that new Zelda game, they're gonna buy it. There's
Breath of the
nothing you
Wild
can do
2
about
will be the first sequel game ever to sell at the same price as its original on the current market. You'll still have to pay
kill me.
$60 for Breath of the Wild while
Mhm.
you pay $60 for Breath of the Wild 2.
No. They messed with the dude suit. They're getting the snoot snoot.
Why
No,
does
no.
Nintendo get a pass again?
Because they're our childhood.
Mario or
That's
something.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah, they own your childhood basically.
They're
Right along.
Disney. with their
Disney and Nintendo,
shitty
that's a
live
pretty
action.
solid
Like,
monopoly.
they really
on your
did.
childhood.
They really did. Like, heard the news about Game Pass and decided to do the exact opposite.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you put Bowser in charge.
Y'all heard about Game Pass, but have you heard about Pass on Games?
That's like Microsoft to say, you know what? Let's just take down the Master Chief Collection. And let's just sell each one
Microsoft would
separately.
burn to the ground.
You get what I'm saying? So why can
I've been
Nintendo
flipping
do it?
tables. You take away my Master Chief, I'm flipping tables. That's what's happening.
Nintendo gets away with stuff that no other company could get away with. If Sony decide, you know what, forget Nathan Drake collection, we're gonna take that down and we're gonna sell each one individually. Not saying that's what Nintendo's gonna do because we're assuming, but imagine taking down
we don't
the
even
face.
know.
Imagine taking down the face of your franchise. I mean, the face of your company. I hate it. I hate it here.
Well, they
Your
did
Honor, I hate it.
They did the same thing on the Wii because there was the All Stars collection on the Wii, which was a redo of the Super Nintendo All Stars collection, and it was a limited edition box set, which I think I still have a box version of it somewhere. It's probably worth money at this point, I would think maybe, but like they only had it for a limited amount of time, and then they stopped selling it.
Listen, Chakalaka said March 31st is the last day of the fiscal year for Nintendo, so the sales will help them bolster their numbers. If this is oh, that's grimy.
That makes sense.
Don't say that, Chakalaka. Don't say that.
They only care about their bottom dollar. Come on, they don't care about us.
I mean, Chakalaka is making a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but.
And Chakalaka is our resident. When we have Nintendo stuff happening, like at level 1, a lot of the times, like you read an article, like it's Chakalaka because he's probably the most knowledgeable Nintendo person we have on the team. Shout out to Chakalaka. Listen, Chakalaka be working hard, man. He just did a review for Dungeon Defenders Awakening. Make sure you guys check that out on LV1Gaming.com. Chakalaka, hard-working man. He be doing his thing. You can also hear him on Saturdays with Ready, Press, Play. Snip,
he puts his thing down, flips it, and reverses it.
I want to. There you go. I was like, I know something's after that, but I can't say it coherently. Snips, you need any thoughts on Mario Sand?
I mean, it's a greedy company being greedy. Like I'm not surprised by it. I don't support it.
Put the meme box back up.
I'm not surprised, man. I'm just not. I wish I could say I was.
Put the meme box back up. On live, it's your conversation with Bloody.
That's pretty funny.
Because Kevin's like, why is Fame scolding somebody in the meme box? I was like, what?
Wow.
Oops. Leaked conversations.
Dang.
Redacted documents.
That link, though. Fame be dropping his link all over the place.
Listen, y'all, my bad. This my y'all business. And listen, Glorious Kev, I should be scolding you because you should be a level 1 by now, but you playing games.
Ooh.
Right?
You play too much.
You play. This could be us. This could be us, but you play too much.
Yeah. Quit playing games with us hard, all right?
Quit playing games with
my
Okay.
Oh, we're nerds.
Are we?
Yes.
I don't think we are.
You should have known from the start, Glorious Kev. You should have known from the start.
Tell me why.
I'm just saying, just putting it out there.
Speaking of tell me why, when you gonna stream that, huh?
Man, I ain't even fired the game up, and I was looking forward to the game. I like Dope Nine games.
Yes, you would.
I just be You say I know we ain't supposed to play games around here, but I'll play. You're not supposed to play games. Only talk about them, sir. You don't play games. You talk about them, and then you go on YouTube saying that someone's salty and Megaton News, Xbox kill PlayStation, or vice versa. Just putting that out there.
Oh, we all go to hell.
Whoa, Hugger got vocals. Yeah,
What?
you should have heard what she was saying before the podcast. We had to break out the Sonic meme.
Why is my pee so hard?
Had to break out the why my pee so hard memes before the podcast.
Y'all, we all. I love these boys. That's all I gotta say.
Listen. Go ahead.
Right now, if you follow Square Enix and tweet out Square Enix Presents, they'll give you 2 game codes.
Really?
Both for Tomb Raider games, for Temple of Osiris and Guardian of Light. You can do that. And then was it Trevor? Yeah, I think it was Trevor. Told me, yeah, it was you. Fuck it. May 25th, they're going to start giving free games away on PlayStation. 10 free games.
Yep, and it's not PlayStation Plus, it's everybody. So, and then in April, I think is going to be the last one, which is going to be Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a hell of a game to give away for free.
Great game.
If you don't have it by now,
Bayloy. If you ain't played Horizon Zero Dawn or finished it, like, we need to throw hands. Like, I'm wondering if I need to head over to Kevin's house.
I haven't finished it yet. Shut up. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet either.
Like,
I haven't either.
I'm gonna slide to the side. That's you're gonna look up and I'm behind Kevin, choking him out like within seconds because, bro.
So y'all don't know about that part at the end where Aloy.
Well, I rebought the collector's edition. So
I bought it
now
physically.
I have the complete edition.
I bought it physically and digitally.
Dallas, that ain't funny, man, because when
Snips, you're frozen.
Good job.
That's good, though. That's good.
That's good.
That was good. That was good.
That was good.
That was good. Now, see, I would do that, but I got Tourette, so I wouldn't be able to play. My tics will pop up and I can't control it. So, and that's a real thing, by the way. For somebody say I'm making my people Tourette's, that's a real thing. So, I have it. It's sad.
Hey, but I still love you though.
I love you.
Never mind.
Sir.
What you gonna say?
Nothing.
Sir.
Kevin don't love me. He be like, I be going to work and like I look over his cubicle, he don't be there. I be like, so who am I gonna talk to today?
Wow, man. I took a day off for a dentist appointment and you gonna send me to hell? Like,
but don't take days off of work. I wasn't prepared. Like, you know
come
me.
on, man.
I randomly
what was it back in like January or something? You took like a whole month off.
Hey.
You were gone forever. You didn't give a crap about me.
I did.
No, sir. No,
Listen,
you did not.
I don't even walk into Kevin's cubicle. I like go to where he's like sitting.
He
and
peeks over the wall of my cubicle. Weird shit. I know. I hear him coming every time, and I'm like, here it comes. I ain't even gonna look up.
I pop up and I go, welcome to Costco. I love you.
Every time, man. Every time.
This is like a daily thing, honestly.
Damn, Barney.
I'm not gonna lie.
Barney?
Dallas. What this means.
Jesus Christ.
Dang,
did we run through today's topics already? I feel like we slacking.
It's dry, man. No,
like we
because we talking to Baron earlier. The first head article on IGN was a SpongeBob article. It's like,
honestly today we've had 2 articles go up. One was about the Billie Eilish documentary, which if you don't know, guys, we do music on our website. And then the other one was, help me out here.
it was just a Bloody Knuckles article.
Nope, it was another
The
one.
Nucks.
It
I'm waiting.
Barney done caught the Rona.
I'm waiting for Knuckles to come up with a weekly
Dying
piece
Light.
that's called Nuck If You Buck.
Bruh.
That's like a missed
Dying
opportunity
Light.
right there.
Dying Light is never coming out, right?
It's, hold on, baby, I'm coming. It's coming.
Is it gonna be
Hey.
busted?
That's also what she said.
Hey, they told us it's coming out. All right. When?
It'll come when it comes.
That's what she
Sir.
said, Tyler's sex tape. But they also said that about a lot of games that quietly never got made. Scalebound.
Listen, you don't have to bring up Scalebound every 6 weeks.
Listen,
Yes,
you need
I
to
do.
scale it down. Is what you need. To do,
I
okay?
can't help it because his face every time cracks me up. He looks so offended and then gets angry.
The disrespect.
I mean, it did sound like a pretty cool game, if I'm honest.
Dallas.
It did.
Excuse me?
You're
I feel like I just got slapped to hell.
Listen,
Slap.
I'm just gonna, whoops, because it has to be here.
I have worse ones.
Oh my.
Only because
They get worse.
I'm gonna keep reposting this because it has to be there. Hoga, do you
Is
think?
it the
sis?
Knuckles? Or is it the Shadow one? Yeah, it's the Knuckles one. I knew it.
Holy fuckles, it's Knuckles. Oh, God.
Y'all are a bunch of goobers.
Techland is getting acquired, and it's Techland is getting acquired? Really? Or is that what you want, Little Toxic?
Oh, really?
What is Techland is the Dead Island people, right?
Yes. Yeah. They do Dying Light too.
Do you voodoo, bitch?
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I miss Dead Island. It's janky as all hell, but it was a special place in my heart.
There's definitely some jank there. It was a good moment in time. Good janky moment in time, that's for sure. Was Dead Island. I
Remember
played that
the,
recently.
the collector's edition statue for the second one? It was the zombie body of the chick in the bikini, and I'm like, how is this
Yeah.
even gonna pass? And it never did because the game never came out.
They showed you.
You know, there's a lot of weird pre-order stuff. I mean, you have those anime mouse pads and stuff too that are extremely
Are you
suggestive.
talking about the booby mouse pads?
Yes, I am talking about the booby mouse
Dallas
pad.
got a whole collection of those, man. I saw them at his house.
Dallas got them up on his wall. He just ain't showing us.
That's just half the collection. The other
I
half
don't know.
is
They
weird.
had like weird stains on them though. I don't know if he eats at his desk or what, but it's kind of.
Look at him now. He got his fist deep in a bag of chips, man.
Every podcast I have a meal here.
You never lied.
One or the other.
What's today's snack? Try and get us some sponsorship. Today's snack is Andy's
Ooh,
hot
hot fries.
Good choice. Good choice, man.
It's
Wow.
been a long time since I've had.
Flamin' Hot fries, the Cheeto variety, in my pantry that I was munching on last night. It's good stuff, baby.
That sounds like a Texas thing.
Time
though, or a
out.
state
Time
thing.
out. Time out. Why did I put my headphones on? First thing I heard was Dallas was munching on something that Kevin had. What are y'all talking about in this podcast?
Wait, what?
Well,
I mean, this
we
is one of
talk-
those
we
things
talk about
where
snacks,
you
man.
heard what you
What is
wanted
you
to hear.
munching on, sir?
What do you want him to
Andy's
say?
hot
Booty?
fries, man.
Whoa. Hot fries.
Andy's hot fries.
Hot fries are on the top 5 most underrated chip.
yes, I agree.
They're
Underrated.
delicious.
We don't got him
It's
here.
a delicious. What? Canada trash.
Let
I
me
think
tell
your
you.
alternative
Chips?
is like spicy moose knuckle or something. Oh.
Moose knuckle don't. Moose knuckle. Moose
As-
knuckle is the bulge, a guy's camel toe.
Listen,
So
as an American, I prefer hot fries over universal health care and not having to wear a face diaper on my face. Because this is America.
Hey,
okay.
let me tell you a story about a small town in Ohio where in 2004 hot fries were the hot snack. there in good old Wintersville, Ohio, back when I was graduating high school.
You graduated? I was in grade 5. No, I was in grade 6.
I graduated in 06.
So y'all, two things. One, we're gonna ignore Hustle in the chat. It's probably the only time I ever do that, but he's speaking blasphemy in the chat, so we're just gonna ignore that.
What do you say?
Fries are garbage.
Whoa, Hustle. We used to like you, Bucko.
Ban this man.
I thought we was family.
Let me take these mod rights away. I thought we was cool.
I thought we was family. Vin Diesel lied to me.
You know, we need to ban Little Toxic too, because I don't shit on America when y'all be shooting each other up just like yesterday, but I don't talk bad about the U.S.
First of all, you don't have to shit on America. America shits on itself. Okay? We're very self-sufficient when it comes to that.
It's my right as an American not to wear this face diaper. I got genital heart disease and IBS.
That be sagging off your face anyway, looking like it got doodle in it. Truth be told, people that talk like that smell like doodle under their mask too. Let's just say that. Second, this is my favorite meme of the day. Are y'all ready?
Okay.
Oh wait, I didn't drop that though.
I did.
Shongles?
Get your shongles shit today.
Listen, so we're gonna go around the room. My bad. Go ahead, Dallas.
I gotta drop my favorite meme of the day. You ready? It's for fame.
Oh no. Oh no. Please don't.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes.
Y'all gonna make me use
yes.
Yo, I'm about to Photoshop my face on that.
God damn, I have to steal this one. I can't even lie.
Listen, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go around the room for my people to give a suggestion, whether it's a game, movie, or TV show. Give your suggestion, and we're gonna close the show out. I'm gonna start with you, D.
I'm muted. All right, so let me see.
Oh boy,
someone prepared. I will say this: I gave a suggestion earlier, and I meant it. Go play Nier Automata, and don't just roll credits one time and be like, "Oh, I beat the game." Nah,
that's what I.
You didn't beat the game.
Gotta play it.
Yeah, you only roll credits out. Check this out. You really are not getting the full effect of the game. You're really not like getting the full understanding of what the hell is going on
because it ain't that good.
There's a whole other play style and a half that you lying. You lying. There's a whole other play style
over here trying to be the king of the jungle because he lying.
Look, go play this game because for one, it's better than damn near every other game that came out that year.
Yes, sir, what year did it come out again?
It's a very good year.
What year did it come out? Was it 2017?
It was
17 or 18, one or the other. 16?
I'm saying because it may not have been 17 because 17 had Hellblade and Baloy.
As much as I love Hellblade, it's better than Hellblade.
Where's the mute button?
You know I'm one of those people. I was a day one supporter, and I'm gonna be a day one supporter of Hellblade too, even if I gotta go buy Series X for it. No, I didn't say S. I said X.
2017 is when it came out.
I heard
at least on PC.
Gonna give it to you.
X,
but look, give it to you. Y'all look. People are sleeping on how good this game actually is, and if you only roll credits once, then you only got to experience one playstyle, and you got 2 more times to go at least. Stop playing. That game got like 80 endings, and you only need to see 3 of them to understand. Let me see. I know I got another one. What have I been watching? I'm not done yet. I'm almost done. I know I need to catch up, but y'all go pull up on American Gods. Even though I'm salty that they pulled my homie Orlando from that mug, and even though I'm super salty because I want to see Anansi keep doing his thing. That's like one of my favorite guys. Like my 2 favorite mythical characters of all time are Sun Wukong and Anansi the Spider. And he played the hell out of that character. That's about it. I'm just gonna stop there.
What the hell you doing over there, fam?
Floor hugger.
Watching American Gods. What you doing that you? Oh, he doing something crazy.
He fits deep in something, man. He about to drop the craziest meme that we don't need. For shows, I'm gonna say go watch Hill House and by extension Bly Manor. Spooky, love it. For movies, Bad Boys for Life, because I love the Bad Boys movies, and Jerry Bruckheimer did his masterful film technique thing again for Bad Boys for Life. For games, if you want indie, although is it really indie anymore? The Thief series. If you like Dishonored and you want the predecessor to Dishonored, go play Thief. And for AAA, I'm gonna second Dallas's with Nier Automata because that game is so good. And before Fame comes back from putting his fist wherever it was, we are at $936 out of our $1,000 goal. Somebody donated recently because last night it was $911. So we are so close to our goal. And I'm gonna pick, if Fame keeps talking mess, I'm gonna pick the hardest Soulsborne game I can find, even harder than Bloodborne.
Do it.
Oh boy, you ain't never lied.
I mean, that game is difficult, yeah, but it's not a Soulsborne game.
It makes it feel like your soul is about to be ripped out. I mean, if you really want to do the hard, the original hards, you could play Ninja Gaiden. Those games are awesome, and they're getting the remaster or the trilogy pack, whatever, coming on Xbox. Coming on Xbox.
Sir.
So, the game I would recommend that doesn't actually use any controller, it doesn't use sticks, it uses just a mouse, and it is called Loop Hero. And that game is so freaking good. It's only $15. It's on Steam. Go play that. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of almost like a board game that you play by yourself. But it's a mixture between a strategy game and a card game and a clicker almost. Like it is so good. I have like 30 hours in that game. It's ridiculous. And so if you go check it out. Watch somebody play it. Go find a stream or something of it, and then you'll get it, and then you'll want to play it. Trust me on that. As far as watching, man, I don't even know if I've really watched. I mean, you know what? Go watch tomorrow. Go watch that 4-hour Snyder cut of Justice League.
Yeah.
Go subject yourself to that because I actually hear it's all right.
You
the
mean
reviews are all right for
after a whole movie was made 4 years later, given a second budget and 4 years worth of feedback, he actually turned it into something decent? No way.
Right? Yeah. Right.
I don't know if I can sit for 4 hours, man.
That's a long. Yeah.
I mean, you can stand, you can move around. You sit for 4 hours while you're replaying Mass Effect. Don't you lie to me.
True. That is a
Who
long
would watch
thing.
that on their phone? Are you insane?
But not only that, but this Friday, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
That's true.
Now that I'm
right
looking
there.
forward to.
Fame, you need to watch the making of WandaVision tonight so we can talk about it tomorrow.
Aww.
It's your homework.
It's school. No,
Mm.
don't do that to him. He works too hard for you.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
You two sound like that UFC. Let me bang, bro. I'm letting you bang, bro. Like, let me bang, bro. Stop
I don't
it.
know what you're referencing, and I hope I never do know.
It's the UFC, that stupid show they used to have, where the fighters lived in the house together.
Bro, I've been muted this whole time
Ultimate
on the
Fighter.
stream, yet didn't nobody tell me.
We didn't know.
Oh,
Thank you,
we've
Little
been listening to
Toxic.
you.
Thank you, Little Toxic.
So recommendations.
And
For an anime, I've got a couple animes. I finally went back and finished the second season for No Guns Life. So if y'all haven't seen No Guns Life, I would recommend giving that one a go. It's something different, something interesting. Nice little journey there. I would also recommend, there's a Dragon Quest anime that I've been watching that's currently airing. It's like Dragon Quest: The Story of Dai, I think, or something like that. But that one's pretty fun. It's a good I told you guys before, I like to watch anime when I'm like laying laying down to go to sleep at the end of the night. So I don't always want something that I have to pay super close attention to. Sometimes it's nice that I can kind of tune in and out, not miss too much. This one's a good, simple story to follow. But like Dragon Quest, it always gives you that, like, it seems like super cartoony. And then it's like, yeah, this dude straight up got murdered. Like somebody stabbed him through its chest. And you're like, oh okay.
Oh.
Like, I thought this was like kind of kid friendly, like PG, but y'all deal with some intense themes over here. But yeah, it's pretty good. I would recommend giving that a shot for sure. And then as far as something to play, I actually played this game for the first time on stream last night. So I did a charity event for Donate for Texas with Team Envy at the end of February, and for the top donor, they got to pick my stream schedule for the week. So Caitlin, who was my top donor from the charity event, picked a game for me to play on Tuesday called Cluster Truck. It's kind of like an action platformer. You're basically jumping on the backs of semi trucks as they're driving down the road. It starts out very simple, of course, but then it gets really intense. Like the trucks crash into each other, trucks come in opposite directions. There's all kind of obstacles in the way, and you unlock like different little power ups and stuff like that as well. So it's a pretty interesting game. The difficulty scales really well. I think I beat 5 worlds. There's 10 levels in each world. Which took me about 2 hours last night, and I was very depressed to find out there was more, because that last level in World 5 like gave me fits, and I finally beat it, and I was like, I've done it, right? This is it. I'm at the pinnacle of all being, and then it's like, go on to World 6, and I was like, mother flip. So, but it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was a nice change of pace for me. And the best part, this is why Kate is so awesome. She knows I have Game Pass, so she picked a bunch of games that were free on Game Pass. So nice. Cluster Truck is one that's free if you have Game Pass, my friends. So I didn't even have to pay for that game. I got to play it. It was poggers.
Girl, looking out for you.
Yes, ma'am. The only one I'm buying I guess I'll spoil it on the show. For Friday's stream, I'll be playing Watch Dogs Legion, because that one does seem kind of neat. So I'm excited to see how that turns out.
You want to hear something that might throw your toes about Cluster Truck?
Oh, what?
What the hell you thought I was going to talk about?
Nothing. Ma'am. We don't know. We can't trust you.
Cluster Truck, the in-game world record is 13 minutes and 42 seconds.
For, like, beating the entire game?
Entire game. You seriously, go watch the speed run of it. It's pretty intense.
Can you send me that link? That's just not... I don't see how that's possible. There's no way.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
It's just insane.
I've seen those later levels. It's ridiculous.
How many worlds does it go up to? I don't even want to know. I'm going to be depressed. I thought I accomplished something getting through 5 worlds on my stream. I felt good about my life.
Hey, check this out. Before we leave, I was flipping through some business cards that I have from developers, and I found some game keys I'm likely going to give away on the Level 1 handle on Twitter. So if you guys want them, please go follow. I might just drop them randomly or tell you to pick a number between 1 and 3. We'll see what happens. Listen, I got 2 suggestions. One, of course, Yakuza 7. I'm going to keep recommending it because it deserves Game of the Year. And to watch, I finally watched Train to Busan. If you haven't seen it on Amazon Prime, please go watch it, because they are making an American version. It's going to be garbage. So if you want to say you watched the version that was good, it's on Amazon Prime. Go check it out. Listen, tomorrow, Take 2. Friday, Peep Game. Saturday, Ready Press Play. Sunday, we rest. It's the Lord's Day. Monday, 15 Minutes of Fame. Tuesday, Cogs with a Machine. Next Wednesday, Double XP Podcast. Get all your game news from LV1Gaming.com. It's been real, and we'll see you guys next week.
Annyeong.